Hello and welcome to another Feedback Friday. Hello, people. How are you? Right, whether you're a student, follower, subscriber, random stranger, welcome to everybody. It's a Friday. We need to give good news. Okay. Now today, I've actually come across. I'm very fortunate and blessed to actually have a student who is a success story. You've seen the title, so I'm going to jump right in. Basically, it's my student from Montfort University in Leicester. What's this got to do with you and me? Well, as I've said all the time, if you would like a UK university from UK Brand Education, I can help you. I can't get my words out today. I don't know why. Probably because I haven't had lunch. Very important. So all you need to do is to DM me direct. Okay. So if you need anything, it doesn't matter if you've got a third class, HND, OND, YEC, NECO. I think there's another one called NABTEC. Any of those qualifications, if you feel that you are ready and you have the means to come to the UK to study at a UK university, just DM me direct and we can take it from there. Right. So how did my lovely student do this? It's a miracle, or is it? Let's find out. So here's my guest, DAMILOLA. Here he comes. Hello, DAMILOLA. Are you okay?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm fine. You?
I'm fine. Good afternoon. I'm fine. Very well, thank you. So introduce yourself. Which part of Nigeria are you from? What are you studying? How's life? Just say
Okay.
something.
So my name is DAMILOLA and I'm from Ogun State. But all my life I stayed in Lagos, and right now I'm in Leicester, where I'm studying at the Montfort University, engineering management. Presently doing my pre-masters. I will be starting my masters September, and that's it about it.
Brilliant, brilliant. Right. It looks like you're enjoying the weather. How do you find the weather at the moment in the UK?
Okay, yeah, it's not just the weather. There's something I would like to tell you, like
Oh
you see,
no! What are you
my
going to say? I need to make the screen big. Hold on.
yeah, yeah, like my study table is beside my window, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
I check the time all the. I don't look at my watch all the time. So sometimes I get busy with my assignment, and I'm thinking, oh, it's just afternoon. It's afternoon. It's evening. Then I check
Yeah.
the time, 9 o'clock, and everywhere is still bright. Like, how the fuck did that
Huh?
happen?
It's still bright at 5 o'clock. Why? How is it in Lagos? 5 o'clock in the afternoon?
No, no, I mean 9 o'clock in the evening. Everywhere is still bright.
Oh,
In Lagos,
oh,
5 o'clock, six
yeah.
o'clock, dark. So yeah,
Oh, I see. I see.
so
I see. I see.
I'm getting used to going out in the night and
Yeah.
like, and so yeah, that's it. But the weather generally is fine and not easy for me though because it's a bit warmer in Lagos, 27 degree,
It
20
is.
Celsius
I, I'm
winter,
jealous.
and
Right.
yeah, seven
Right.
and
We have one viewer. I think we have one viewer. Hello, viewer. Right. If you could just tell me what the temperature is where you are. If it's better than our weather, then, we'd love to be there. So basically, yeah, what it is, Damla, I don't know if you've noticed this, but as soon as there's a bit of sunshine, we Brits, we go crazy.
yeah, yeah,
The
people
sunglasses come on. We don't wear
yeah,
jackets. It's
and
crazy.
all of that, yeah,
Outrageous.
yeah.
It's absolutely crazy. For me, I think it's summer already. And if you think this is shocking that it's still daylight, I think it's 8:49. That's when it's sunset. Wait till it's summertime. The day is very, very long. It's very long. It goes beyond
4
9:30
o'clock
like
in
that.
the in 4 o'clock in the morning again. The
Yeah,
sun,
yeah. So the night is short and the day is very, very long. And then
yeah,
it reverses. Then it goes absolute the opposite during the winter. But yeah, that's how it is. I've never realized that Nigeria like nighttime around 5 and 6
oh
all the
yeah,
time. Oh right, right. So moving on to our title now. So basically, what it is that, as the title suggests, open secret. You have had you applied to. I don't know why you applied, but you applied to have a Canadian visa. So then, what happened? How come you got rejected?
okay. I would just like to keep that short. Let's just say
Keep it short.
I didn't do what I'm supposed to have done. I got misled by my agent, and I, for once, trusted so much my agent, and um, maybe I should have known better. Maybe I know better now. So I didn't apply properly. He did not apply with the right documents. He didn't apply. He didn't, I think he did not have the expertise of what he said he did have. So as such, I got rejected after long months of waiting because Canadian visa, unlike the UK that takes weeks,
Yeah.
Canadian visa takes at least 3 months before you get your reply to go and do your medical or not. Then, if you get to go and do your medical, that means you've been accepted. If not, that means you've been rejected. So After waiting for like 3 or 4 months, I still got rejected, and not sweet though.
Okay, so you weren't a happy bunny, right? Okay, that's fine. Right, we have Brian. I know Brian very well. Now, this is going to explain my age. He says it's currently 73 Fahrenheit, expected to be 95. I'm a degrees Celsius gal. You have to convert that. If you could convert that. Damila, do you know what this temperature is in degrees?
In degrees, about 30, 33 or there.
Brian, where are you? I want to be there. Right, I'm jealous. Right, okay, so there you go. We're happy with 13 degrees. Isn't that right, Damilola? It's
Right
13,
now,
14
puppy.
degrees. It's summer for us. It's like we don't need jackets. That's what it is.
When I got here, it was 6 degree because I stopped at
Oh,
Kent.
yeah.
It was very cold, and I have to put my hand in my pocket. You dare not bring out your hands, like so. But right now, it's getting better, and
Yeah, it is getting better. Once it's double digits, we just in the UK we all go crazy. Right. Okay. So basically, are you solely sorry, if you don't mind me asking, are you solely going to put all the blame on the agent? You know, the rejection.
hmm,
Seriously?
no, because like the saying goes, you are the architect of your future. So not just the agent, because yeah, the agent shares the bigger part of it, because giving me false information that you know how to do something you don't know how to do is misleading, and I'll say it is supposed to be a grave offense. But again, for me to trust blindly too,
Mm-hmm.
not doing my research properly to see who knows and who doesn't, is a part of the blame for me to take too. So yeah, it's both of
Okay.
us.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. I think that's fair. We're not bashing agents here. That's not the point of this program. But yeah, at the end of the day, Damila, you're the one who actually signed the document to say that everything which is written in this document is the truth. Yes, you need guidance, but yeah, you're a grown up, so you know there's things have to be done on both parties, due diligence from both sides. That's for sure. Okay, so from the negative to the positive, right? We have Edward Morabeni. I don't know if he's Nigeria or from South Africa. Hello from South Africa. 24 degrees. I'm
Yeah.
jealous. Do you need sunblock? That's what I want to know. Brian says 35 degrees.
Yeah,
Definitely sunblock. You need sunblock for those places. I can't take this. What's going on? We're in the wrong country. Right.
yeah,
Right.
you do.
So moving on from the negative to the positive. So tell me your journey from that point. So then what did you do? How did you decide to come to the UK after that? What made you change your mind?
Okay, yeah. So firstly, when I got the rejection letter from the Canadian embassy,
Okay.
she's in the UK, right? So she was like, okay, Dami, she doesn't want to try any other country again. She does not want, because the thing, Canada, UK, Australia, America,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, database. So
Mm.
she does to have a lot of rejection
Yeah.
before it might affect my other applications. So she said I should just hold up on anything that. But me, I'm
Mm.
tired of Nigeria. I just want to leave. So I started doing my research. I realized that okay, schools in the UK, once you do your proper documentation and all of that, it might be a bit easier for you to get to the UK. That's provided you're doing the right thing.
Mm.
So I started going online to check for schools. I involved another agent though.
Okay.
Or
You didn't say this to me. This is interesting. Okay.
once beaten twice shy, I started to realize that this guy is going the same route as the other agent. So yes, but like you said, I shouldn't give all the blame to the agent, right? But in Nigeria, the agent don't act the way you do. Like you say, oh, that means you need to prepare for this. That means you need to no. That means your tie is like this. You need to do all of those. That means your SOP is not okay. You need to go and write it. No, the agents tell you to just give them the money, and they want to write everything for you. You might not even be able to see the SOP before they submit it. So
Okay.
the only thing you would know is you're giving them money, you're giving them your details. So, but again, when I realized that it was going towards the same angle, it was the first time I started doing research myself.
Mm-hmm.
Then I came across your stuff online. Then I sent you the mail and the CV, which you contacted me. I remember, and I told you that no, that you should not worry. That I think it's too late. I've gotten an admission at University of East London.
Yeah, I remember that day.
Yeah. So after front and back, I realized that the East London University was from my agent though, and the same mistake was about to happen. So I was quick to, hey, hello, please, is that option still on the table? That was when I called you back, and You're like, okay, yeah, so you send me a list of things I should check. If I tick those boxes,
Yep.
then I'm
Yep.
go.
Yep.
I say, okay, yeah, I think I have all of these things. Then you send me schools because you remember I came in with HND, and the my other agent was dead sure that I would get admission with HND. So what he did was I got the admission, but a conditional admission.
Okay.
They've not reviewed the document I sent to them. So I think after they reviewed, they withdraw the admission. That means that I'm not qualified. They want a BSc, but it
Okay.
wouldn't do that. So it was when I went to check myself. Unlucky for him, he didn't know that the list. I mean, the document he sent to me have a link. So it was from that link I was able to check the school. That's University of East London, and I'll see for myself that the admission have been withdrawn rather, and he didn't tell me. So I now confronted him. Yeah, how far you this and this and this, and he said, oh, he was looking for another alternative. He didn't want to share the bad news with me. I said, no, if it's a business, two of us have to be involved. You don't come at a shocker. What if you don't have another thing? So I just have to ditch him and then start talking to you. And
And then history was
yeah,
made.
yeah, we are.
History was
Yeah,
made. We'll talk about the rest of history in a minute. I just want to say, Damilola, I think I need to write this because I didn't realize that this was going to happen. Any opinions that are actually being expressed on this platform, it is that of Damilola, my student, and of mine. We are not representing any organizations. These are our own opinions. So I know Damilola is saying his personal experiences. I'm just doing disclaimer, Damilola. I'm just doing
yeah,
disclaimer, if you don't mind. So basically what I'm saying is that he's explaining his situation, his personal experiences. And the whole point of this is because we would like you not to make the same mistake. Damila will explain why. Okay. But the point is, I would like to say I am working with very, very reputable and trustworthy agents. Not all agents are like this. But what I would highly recommend, whether they're reputable or not, as a student, as Damila would concur with me, you need to do your own due diligence and read everything and research everything. Okay. Trust the agent, of course, but you've got to do your bit. Don't do it blindly. You would also need to look up and research things like that. So, for example, Damilollah, if you remember, I need water. So basically, if you remember, every time I make a first consultation, I believe I did it with you straight away. I don't know if you remember. The first question would be, have you ever been rejected from any country?
yeah,
That was the
definitely.
first question. Now, do you know why I asked that question?
Well,
Not to be awkward, not to be disliked, but there's a reason. There's a very good reason. The reason is this, my friend. So, for example, I appreciate your honesty. You told me straight away. No, you didn't hesitate. You said, Afsana, I have something to tell you. And then you told me about Canada. So the reason I say this for every single my consultation students who are watching me right now, if you actually had consultations with me, you'll know this because I've done this with you before. If you disclose information like that, it's more appreciative if you tell me from the word go. Also, it's better for you in the long term because, okay, I accept in your immigration history, you have a mark, you have a history now. But if you actually disclose and be honest from the beginning, then at least we can tell the university that the student has been rejected and these are his or her reason. And also, Damilola has done a very, very good thing. He kept all the documents. Isn't that right, Damilola?
yeah,
You kept everything. He
yeah.
gave me, I think it's a 30-page document that the Canadian Embassy gave.
Yeah.
He gave
He-
another rejection letter. So
When
he
I
gave,
got the letter, I was like, okay, so why would this happen? I sent a mail
yeah,
to the embassy and they sent me that long document. I took my
it was
time.
30 pages, 30 pages, 30 or 11, one of those. It's a long page, long document. But yeah, you gave both. And that's very much appreciated by any agents. As you know, I'm going to speak on behalf of UK agents. So basically, if you are an agent and if your student has been rejected, for example, it is best to ask right from the word go. All agents do, but I'm just saying as a student, because you're a student probably watching me, us, if you have had any incidences in the past, it's best that you disclose in advance, because if you don't disclose, then what will happen is that when the university finds out after the CAS has been issued, after you've applied for your visa, it's a straight rejection because you have not been truthful and you have not disclosed any rejections. It's so important. Otherwise, the whole time would be wasted. Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be a wasted time. Okay, sorry. I'll focus on you now. Sorry about that. So
It's
yeah.
fine.
So tell me. So what happened after you told me that this has happened in Canada. So then how did that help you to get the UK visa?
Okay, yeah. So we start with you send me a document of things I need to tick, like a checklist I need to have, which I went through, and the ones I did have, I sent them to you. The ones I did not, I mentioned that I did not, and you. I think we went through the A or B. If you don't have this, then this have to be in place. So then I sent my CV. I sent my SOP, which I have the mail here. You sent it back to me 3 times. Like, okay, no, damn it, this is not supposed to be like.
I didn't think he'd say this.
Then I now begin to
It
question my
was 3.
English.
What it is, right? Damilola, no, he's an honest guy. Obviously, you can tell. So basically, yes, we had to, get the SOP perfected because I'd like my students to be offer ready. So obviously, the admissions officer, they don't know what's in your mind. Only you know, and only you can write that, and not me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically, it's a skill, isn't it, Damilola? Wouldn't you agree? It is a skill to actually be able to be concise, to write things down, and to write down what your wishes and your motivation. It does take time. In your case, it took 3 times. Other students took more, other students took less. But yeah, we got there in the end.
Okay, yeah. So after that, we submitted. Excuse me. We submitted the I sent everything to you.
Yeah.
You submitted to, and but what I think that was on February. Yeah,
It was
February.
February, yes.
February. Yeah, early weeks of February, and I was hoping that it would be fast. But I think for the fact that I've been rejected once, the school have to do a lot of ask why they came back again, ask for some other documents, this and that. So in between those times, I did not lose faith though because you keep giving me your word and like, okay, that means sometimes I'm sure you see my message like, guy, what do I take this guy
Yeah,
right now?
you were a bit stressed. Yeah.
Yeah. So but you were there, I think. And this is not because I've been in Leicester for 3 weeks now, or 4, and I've not even
Okay.
seen you for one. So again, it's not because you are here. I like to think that you do that to all the students, and which is very much appreciated. We keep going here and there, and at last, I think March 20, almost 20, there about
Yeah, it's end of March. Yeah, I
almost
remember.
the end of March. Then you called and you're like, okay, that means this and this and this is the development. Am I ready to pay the school fee right now? And again, there was another problem there, which we went through together. There was the school fees, yes, but the way it takes Nigerian
It takes
bank
time.
test it, and we were looking for a way. And before we know it, I was able to get the school fees paid, even though
Yeah.
we have to keep telling the school that they should place all up on the cards because it was getting late already. I'm supposed to
Yes.
resume before, and March 20, I've not even paid the school fee. So I've not even gotten my cards rather. So it wasn't. But in between, all I think is maybe it's written that will be here because it was not easy, and if I had just gone through the process myself or maybe with other person, it might still have been a good result, but it won't be now because the stage where we begin to do the Zoom meeting, I have to learn about this, learn about that, things I don't know. And I'll tell you maybe the reason why my SOP was so bad and vague, like he used to say, vague. That I mean don't be too vague and this and that was because most of the time when you're applying through an agent in Nigeria, I'm not talking for other countries, but I'm very sure because I know about Nigeria very well. If you're applying through an agent in Nigeria, most of the time you don't get to write your SOP. I'm telling you, most of the time. So maybe that was why there's a format they just give you just inputs. You change like switch data, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
all we. So, but for your case, it seems to be different. I'm beginning to be like, oh, but for the fact that I'm not paying you, so I can't even complain. I've just got
He's
to
name
do it.
dropped. He shouldn't have said that. That's so naughty. Right. Free advert. Okay. Right. I'm not
So,
paying him, by the way. Right. So yeah, basically, what Damilola is saying is true. He actually did a pre-master's course with Oxford International Education Group. I'm a direct agent for them, and they basically offer pre-masters at Greenwich University, Dundee University, Bangor, De Montfort University, and Bradford. The normal overall process time is 48 hours from Monday to Saturday, because I think you got your offer letter on Saturday. But the thing is, because Damilola's case was slightly complicated, there's more documentation to submit, which he cooperated perfectly. So whenever I said that we need this document, he gave it straight away. So ladies and gentlemen, do keep all your documents and be ready for questions. He did cooperate 101%. They did take time because it was De Montfort University had to consider his case. How they did it, I'm not privy to that information. But the fact is that, like I said, every single piece documentation which he submitted, they would look with a magnifying lens. Even the personal statement. They even had to do a credibility interview, which I helped him with. I'm sure they've seen the recording of that. So they saw him visually, they listened to his voice, they heard his responses to all the questions. How long was the interview, Damilola? Was it half an hour? Do you remember?
Yeah, for my case, it was almost an hour because we had issues with the internet.
Okay.
But
Oh,
major,
because of the internet.
almost 30 minutes or thereabout.
Okay. So basically, so like I said, the university is doing their due diligence and they need to double check, is Damilola Osinaike, is he a genuine, motivated student? Has he learnt from his past experiences? And is he really here to study? Okay. So the reasons where he got the rejections, they want to double check if that's going to be repeated again. So obviously, I don't know how he did the interview because I'm not allowed to be in the interview. In the past I have, but I'm not at the moment because that's the best way, I suppose. So basically, yeah, he came across
If
as an honest guy.
so, if I may add, now that I'm here, I think I understand that you need to write your SOP yourself because
Very important.
all the universities in the UK majorly have an app that shows if you have copied from anyone.
Or
Yes.
plagiarism.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if you've copied a work from somebody and the person have
from
submitted it,
Google or anywhere.
so I think it's a no. They don't take it lightly. So I think that's why it's important to always write your SOP. So, yeah.
And did you know you can actually get software? It's online to check plagiarism checkers. You can get it online. So,
Yes.
for example, you're doing essays, right?
Yes.
You have to paraphrase. You can't copy and paste from Google.
It's not a power.
Otherwise, the similarity percent tends to go up. And
Yes.
is it true, Damilola, now the similarity plagiarism has to be 0% for all your assignments and essays?
No. Well, for Turnitin, because we use
Yeah,
Turnitin to
use
submit.
Turnitin. Yeah.
Yes. If as a matter of fact, if your similarities percent is 0, then there's a
Yeah.
problem. That means that
Oh,
you be a professor. That means that you've not gotten references from anyone. That means that you're claiming that all the work is all yours.
it's
So
original.
I might have 50% of similarities, and I'll still not be punished for plagiarism. As far as I'm expressing very well, I've paraphrased very well. If me and you are writing the same essay on engineering, for example, there might be
Yeah.
laws that would definitely be similar. So as far as they are properly quoted and referenced, I don't think.
That's the main thing. Utilize it.
Yeah,
Utilize it, but give quotes. So use Harvard referencing
yeah,
and quotes. Good.
yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that was helpful in terms of how Damila explained it. He literally told you, literally step by step, what he did in order to get that UK university admission, and then how he got the UK visa. So, after the credibility interview, then you applied for your CAS, and then carrying with the story.
Okay,
Then you
so I
applied for
applied.
your visa.
Yeah, and then I was already scared because the school already said to me in my letter that once it's April 18, I should, and
Mhm.
I'm not done with my registrations. I should just not bother come again. And that was already March 20.
It was at the end of March. It was getting close. It was getting
Yeah,
close.
because I did my biometric March 28th.
Okay.
And there's this Ukraine war that is going on, and for that UK have cancelled the priority
Well, the
visas.
priority service, yeah, because
Uh,
of Ukraine, what's happening in
yeah,
Ukraine, yeah.
so I was just hoping that something would happen, and luckily for me, again when I was doing the registration, I remember that we did it together again. Every time
Yes.
when I get somewhere, maybe it's 10 o'clock, 11. I was lucky that we were 1 hour ahead of you as at that time. So sometimes 11 o'clock I'm working, it's 10 o'clock in UK.
Oh,
I was in.
yeah.
So
Wintertime,
for that
yes.
reason, yeah, for that reason, it's a bit easier to even disturb in the midnight for me, and it's not very much of a midnight for you. So after that, I submitted and again, I remember that during the waiting time, you asked me to go and do the TB test, even though we're not sure that we had the admission yet. But you were so sure. I wasn't sure, but you were so sure. So I already
Yeah.
had the TB test. I already had I printed like 10 statements of accounts because of these things in between. So I already had enough of statement of account to use for it. So I literally have all I needed. All I was just waiting for was the cars, and immediately after the cars, I had problem paying too with my card, which I sent to you at the time, and I got
But
somebody
we
to
got
help
there
me
in the
with that.
end.
So
But we got there in the end.
yeah,
Your bank
so
was
in
very
between,
cooperative.
so in between, in I waited for just I applied 28. I did my biometric 20 because your application started counting when you do your biometric. So I
Yeah.
did my biometric 28th of March, and I got my visa April 8th. April
Oh
8th.
wow. So
So
within
it
two
was
weeks,
less than 2 weeks.
less than two
Uh,
weeks.
just like say 10 days or thereabouts. So yes, exactly 10 days, and I
And then you
could not
booked a
believe it.
flight within a week. Within a week, you booked a flight.
I
Remember?
did you say no, no, no? I didn't book my flight within a week. I booked my flight. Okay, so I got the mail to come and collect my passport on Friday,
Oh
but I
yeah,
didn't go.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I spoke with my documents. So I went on Monday, and immediately I collected my passport on Monday, and I saw the visa vignette in it. I booked my flight that same day.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't
But
waste any time.
I traveled. I left Nigeria on the 15th. I got my visa with me in my hand on the 12th.
Wow, you did
That
not
is
waste
what.
time. No, that's really, really good. I mean, it's very fortunate. So basically, the whole point of this, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Damila. He made it, and he is here. He's very sincere. Straight away, he's settled in, and he started his classes straight away. The reason why in the UK we do have our deadlines is because now the government actually encourages that every international student, when they come to the UK, to come face-to-face lessons, not online, because the pandemic is over. Because you're paying your fees, they'd like you to be here face-to-face. De Montfort University, like all the other universities, they're the same. They said no, students, if they need to come for April, they need to come here for face-to-face. They don't want you to miss any lessons. So kudos to him with his speed. He was very, very cooperative. When I wanted things, documentation, he was there. So that's good. That's brilliant. So anyway, so there will be students out there who probably have had rejections. What kind of advice would you give them?
Oh, so
Because I
unlike
have a very good piece of advice, but I want to see if you know that as well.
okay, unlike the way we think about it, that rejection is such a bad thing. I think the people that determines or that decides on these things don't see it like that. They've rejected you for a reason, and they expect that you go back and work on the particular reason you've been rejected and come back.
Mm,
So there's no point keeping it as a secret. It's not such a big deal. You get rejected for one reason, as far as you're not making the same mistake 2 times.
mm,
Uh, is always welcome. I mean, you could do a mistake now and correct it and be better than even people that have never made any mistake. So if you have a rejection at any point or to any country, come out straight with it. Don't hide it for any reason, and be ready to tackle the exact reason why you've been rejected.
mm,
Because like this guy that did it, but if you fail in one thing at a time, you've only known one extra way to not do it.
mm.
Instead of going through that route again, you just change your route. So look for who knows how to do it best. You have the Google. Google is your friend. You can as well check for source and go to. I've never for once went when I was doing Canada. I didn't for once go to Canada websites. But with you, the
Oh,
first thing you said to me, I remember was to go and take government.uk school.
yeah, always. Gov.uk.
Yeah, so you have to go online and read exactly what you need. So being rejected is
Literally.
not a
Yeah,
big. Being rejected is not such a big deal. Just come out straight and
yeah.
be ready to work. That's all. That's what I think.
That's what your advice is. My tip would be keep all your documents. Keep all your documents because without that, we can't really proceed. Okay. I know you could declare on your application form that you've been rejected, but that's, like Damilola said, it's, as long as you learn from that and you don't repeat it, you can apply elsewhere. We're all human. We all make mistakes. It happens. Okay. So as long as you learn from that and you don't repeat it again, you become more diligent, that's fine. But documentation is so important. Right, we have one person here, Eguana Aduaye. Can a minor get admission and go with a parent? Okay. Right. If you'd like an admission for minors, so that would be under 18 or perhaps under 16s, not with a parent, they'll get a different kind of visa. It's called a child visa. Where you can actually, I do help with that as well. So if you have a child who'd like to go to a boarding school in the UK, if you're interested, do contact me. But no, the parents can come and go, but the student just boards at a particular school. So they have full boarding. It's called a boarding school. So if you're interested, Aduaya, just DM me direct. Right, brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Damilola. I really wish the very best in your studies. Okay, I'm always here at the end of a phone call, no problem. So I just wanted any parting words to our audience.
Oh, well, not so much to say. I think we've said a lot in between the interview or the speech. So all I will have to just add in is if you're thinking, I mean, if you are thinking at all to make any choice of studying abroad, you should just act on it, because when there's a wish, when there's a will, there's a way. So if you are looking for a reliable source, and this is not any, because again, I'm not sure I've paid UK Bright Education one dime, and I would say even people you pay would not even go that much length that these people have gone for me, especially Afsana. Um, so if there's anybody that wants to come to the UK, I'm sure I would have sent you contact to at least 4 or 5 people, because it still amazes me how we have to do so much together without paying anything. Um, I told you I paid somebody before I came. I paid him a lot of money, but that's their problem. I'm happy I'm here now. They can spend the money. So I'm just gonna say is if you want to come to the UK and you're thinking about it, then that means that you should be here. And then if you're looking at any way to come and there seems to be difficulties on your way, then you know who to message, you know who to check, you know who to talk to. Just Google UK Bright Education and you'll be right there. I'm sure
Brilliant.
she'll talk to you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The
Yes,
highest you
yes.
back in 10
My
minutes.
kids, my family, I'm not, that's what it is, the life of a consultant. It's not 9 to 5, is it, Damilola?
Oh
It's
no, no.
not a 9 to 5 job, because I'm dealing with families. I'm dealing with people who work you were working full time at that
Yeah,
company. So
yeah.
the only time I communicate with was after work. So my hours are such, my kids know there's a mum at least up to 9 o'clock, be with me. Then after 9, then I do work a bit more. But yeah, no, it's fine. That's fine. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Damilola. You have no idea. This has been a very, very helpful live. I hope people do take heed of what you've said. Agents are great, but you need to do your due diligence as well. And always check and double check and make sure you keep all your documents. So I just want to say I wish you all the best, Damilola. Thank you so much for your valuable time.
Thank
And
you.
I expect first class.
Definitely, I would do my
No
best.
pressure.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Ah, that's so sweet of him. Right. So basically, there you go. Didn't he look like a happy guy? Okay. So basically, if your immigration history has even a little mark on it, it's not a problem as long as you've learned from there. You know what he said. Did he say twice bitten, once shy, or something like that? Someone write it down. Right. So basically, as long as there is a future, as long it all depends on the reasons as well. There's a lot of things to be involved. Now, have you noticed one thing? He did say one thing, that the process time might take a bit longer because there's a lot more to consider. So as long as you're aware of that and you've got all the documentations, whoever your agent is, if you cooperate with them, if the agent says we need this, we need this, we need this, and you give all the documents, then it makes it a more quicker and more efficient process. This is how I worked with Damilola. We worked online. Everything was remote. He was in Nigeria, I'm in Leicester in the UK, and that's how it worked. So it can be done. So if you wish to have a UK university admission and you may have a rejection, don't hesitate. DM me direct. Until next time, my friends, take care. Bye-bye.